So what was the creepiest part of working on it?
The creepiest part of working on the movie was probably just being. It was mostly the creepiest part was mostly doing scenes by yourself because it's less scary when you're all with a group of your friends. But even shooting a scene by yourself is sort of uneasy and kind of scary, and you just kind of feel more alone.
And I think another thing that's really scary about filming it is definitely just having Bill Skarsgård there because he's huge. He's 6'4", and he's just with all the scary makeup and costume on. It's just like very unsettling having that looming over you all the time.
Yeah.
Especially when you're like expecting him to scare you, but he doesn't. So it's just kind of like, whoa, hello.
Oh, for me, the scariest parts were, like they said, being alone, shooting scenes. It was scary when I shot the Bowers fights. Both of those, either seeing Pennywise just shake the little hand, it's just kind of creepy. But my friends make it so much easier.
Less creepy.
Less creepy.
So, speaking of Pennywise, what went through your minds when you first encountered him on set?
Well, what went through my mind when I first sort of saw Bill in his Pennywise costume for the first time was, what did we get ourselves into? Because, we had met Bill before briefly at the table read, but we sort of kept our distance because, the studio wanted us to, and Barbara and Andy did, so we can have a more organic reaction.
For me, it's funny, I was traumatized and excited at the same time when I first saw Bill, because at first it's just scary to see the demon, and then it was cool because like, man, this is gonna be good because this guy is scary without any effects. So
yeah,
it was pretty exciting and traumatizing.
Yeah, I mean, for me, just everything about Bill is kind of like, he's so nice, but with all the makeup on, and it's just, I don't know how they transform him so well to be just that scary, but,
they did it.
They did it, and they did a great job. So.
I remember even when he did the table read.
Yeah, even in the table read, it was really cool because he
was like testing out.
He was testing out different voices and trying to get a feel of it, and so we were like, oh, it's all coming together.
Good.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So it was really cool how they transformed Bill. How did the director Andy kind of transform the Losers Club? How did he prepare you guys for your roles?
Well, our acting coach, Ben Perkins, shout out to Mr. Perkins, awesome. They actually gave us a pamphlet, like a huge binder for 80s, pop culture, and they did some crazy stuff with it. Like, I just read it and like enjoyed it, but they did some crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Andy sort of transformed the Losers Club sort of by making us feel as comfortable as possible with each other. Ben Perkins did that the most, but Andy really made sure that we were comfortable with our characters and, could be free with them and do whatever we want with them, and I think it felt very freeing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with them. Andy is such a great person to work with, and, he's so comfortable with everything we do, so having him prepare us for those scenes was very helpful for all of us, I think.
Yeah.
And, yeah, as Chosen said, shout out to Ben Perkins. He's such an amazing guy, and he was also a big help on the set, so, we had Andy and we had Ben to comfort us, and it was really helpful.
So what, in your opinion, sets the Losers Club apart from, like, any other clique of friends?
Cool. I don't know.
I'd say a lot of things, actually. The main point is that we're all outcasts. Like, none of the cliques want us in their cliques. And
I like that.
I just said cliques twice, but people don't want us included in their stuff, so having each other is very, very different from what other people have, because we have a bond, and I know some people prefer to have tons of friends that they don't connect with very well, but I kind of relate more to the side of I'd rather have 4 best friends than 40 friends I can't trust.
Yeah.
So.
I agree.
I feel that what sets us apart from other groups is the fact that we're so strong within ourselves, because even if you look at the bullies, the whole Bauer gang, they have so much discord between each other. They're really not really friends, like you said. They're really just kind of envious of each other in some degree. But with us, because we know what it feels like to be rejected, we're so ready to accept anyone who's willing to accept us. So that makes our bond so tight. and that's why it can't defeat us like you defeated, say, the bullies.
Yeah. Something you really see in the movie is the Losers Club kind of growing together as the movie moves on.
Paris is here.
And I'm wondering, in what ways did your friendships, from on screen, kind of spill over into real life? Did you guys become better friends as you got to know each other on set?
Yeah, I think the friendships sort of developed over like a week because we had 2 weeks to sort of hang out with each other before the movie even started, and we just immediately trusted each other because we were doing like trust games with our acting coach Ben, and he was teaching us sort of how to get along with each other, and we just immediately clicked and all became friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, oh, sorry.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. It was like the first 2 weeks we had together, it was just spent bonding with each other. With our acting coach, again, Ben Perkins, he's the one who really helped us trust each other, and through various activities like trust falls and acting exercises and a lot of other things that would be too long to list right now, but he's the one who really set the foundation of our friendship. And it's weird because if it was anyone else, I don't think we would have bonded as well, because it was just like a match made in heaven. It's crazy.
Yeah, we're destined to be friends.
Exactly.
What do the Losers Club kind of learn about friendship, do you think?
I think because the Losers Club started off with a main four, and as the movie goes on, they added new characters to the mix. But I think what they learned, because even in the group you see discord as hard times come and Pennywise starts to pick off people. So I think they learned that friendship is a tough task to really be a good friend. A lot of times I think we have the misconception that friendship is easy, but when you're really trying to be a true friend and willing to really die, they're willing to die for each other. I hope I would be able to face a monster because they had my friend, but I don't think I would be able to because I'd be too scared.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they learned that it takes work, and it's so rewarding to really have a group of friends that you can count on. So it's worth it.
Cool. Let me ask you a couple of very short questions. So in one word, and we can just go down the line. In one word, what went through your mind when your character first encountered Pennywise?
Do you mean Pennywise as in the clown, or just
Or on
any
this
form
movie?
it takes?
In any form it takes.
Okay. I think my character just probably thinks he's dreaming. He doesn't want it to be real, is what I'm saying. He's too scared for it to actually be a real life thing. So he tries to stuff it back in the back of his mind. He doesn't want to think about it ever again, and when everyone else brings it up, he starts to kind of freak out a little.
I would say surprising.
I think my character was just kind of just depressed in the sense of, because it relates to his family. I think he would actually wanted to see what it was because he's so longing for the rest of his mom and dad, and yeah.
Cool. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.